This is part 10 of Depraved by Brian Smith. So my crew did temporary tattoos last night, and that's what that is. This is my ship kraken. Oh, ship kraken. So the scene with Jessica just gets more and more insane as it goes on. I feel like the middle of the book is just filler. Filler to the big event to the whole story of Depraved. Again, this feels like The Hills Have Eyes if it was horror erotica. So Jessica carjacks the sedan with this really hot guy in the car. The dude's all for it because Jessica's hot. She's just like, listen, if you can get me out of here, I don't give a fuck where we go. Just get me out of town. I'll screw you. If you get me out of here, oh, I'll totally do that. Absolutely. I mean, literally just seconds ago, Jessica was planning to take physical advantage of this man. She's the abusee becoming the abuser. So she's taking passenger seat while rando sedan guy named Larry, by the way, Larry, drives her out of town. And then we go back to Pete's perspective, and Justine, the random crazy girl, locked in the cage with him at the Preston property. And this is what I'm talking about. This whole scene is just those two getting it on over and over and over again. And Pete's internal, monologue of, I just still want to be with Megan, even though Justine is really good. Oh my goodness. But I still love Megan. And, as soon as I get out of here, I'll forget about Justine and all of the amazing things she can do to me. After their little love-makey stash, Justine just kind of rambles on about how back home, men just used to fall in love with her left and right. She knew how to wrap them around her little finger and get what she wants out of them. And I can do the same to you, PDP. You see, you're just like the rest of them. I know how to use and abuse you if I want to. Ew. Ew. And then, of course, Pete let it slip that, oh, I actually have a girlfriend and I feel really... Something just crashed in the woods right in front of me. It came from over there, and it sounds like the thing is going into the valley over here. There's bears in these woods, by the way. So anyway, before I was rudely interrupted, Pete let it slip that, oh, I have a girlfriend, and Justine immediately went, I'm your girlfriend now. I'll make you forget all about her. PDP. I'll make you forget all about Megan. Megan. So now we're back to Hoke. So Hoke was in a deep sleep inside the horse stable, and he was having this dream about violently R-wording Jessica all over again, and then beating the crap out of her, and then dragging her limp corpse behind the Falcon as he sped down the highway. Bizarre scene. I don't know why this was necessary. But as he's enjoying this dream, he is prodded awake by 3 Kincher kids. And he was grossed out and annoyed because, the Kinchers are all deformed and, bulbous eyes or missing eyes, crooked teeth, large heads with misshapen limbs and lumpiness. They just didn't look right. And these kids taunted him. One of the Kincher boys was, beaten the Schmeat and completed beating the Schmeat all over the stable. Gross. And then, all of a sudden, out of the shadows behind all of them, Garner, not Gunther, not Gander, his name was Garner the whole time. He appeared, and these black tendrils came out from his body and literally, tore them apart. Limbs go flying. Hoke is covered in blood, covered in eyeballs and ears and brains and pancreas and stomach, and intestines flew around the stable like little noodles, caught in a ceiling fan. A pile of gore just, flung around the room, and, Garner ripped these kids apart, and Hoke just kind of sat there like, ew. This isn't the vibe. This ain't it, my guy. Sick. So, of course, Garner steps out of the shadows, and it's kind of revealed that he has horns. So he's some sort of demonic human. And then they left the stables. Garner's like, come here, Hoke, let's go for a walk. Let me get you out of here. As there's, pile of Kincher children everywhere. And this is where Garner told Hoke that I need a human vessel, and you are my human vessel. So I'm going to become you. That's why you're here. And Hoke is just like, mint. Awesome. Can't wait, my guy. Sick. Let's go look at a pine tree. So now we're taken back to Megan's perspective. She is sitting handcuffed in a little waiting room inside the Sin Den as Chief DeMars and some of the Preston boys haggle about money and the payment for Megan's skills. And then suddenly in walks Carl, the scrawny Preston man that was waiting by the van when Pete was taken. He walks in and he immediately whips out his ding-dong. Megan, as I described before, she's really trying to play her part as a good girl stripper to survive. And, she acts like she's impressed, like, oh, I want that thing. And Carl just laughs and puts it away. And he's like, nah, girl, I'm just trying to see how you react. That's kind of step one of this process, is to see how you'll react to seeing it, because that's going to happen quite a lot up here. And she tries to, seduce him. And, oh, I can really be good. But he's just like, nah, I'm into ethnic women. You catch my drift. So then Carl takes her out of the room as the deal was settled. And they walk into the stripper's dressing room. And all these girls, looked at her in pity, like, oh no, there's another one. They got another one. Oh man. And Megan started to feel bad about all these women, but immediately, her mentality changed, and she was sizing up the competition. Oh, I can be a better stripper than the rest of these girls. They look like shit, and I'm hot. Ew, what the fuck? What are And then, out of nowhere, some tall, blonde, 6-foot-something girl comes out of nowhere and, punches Megan in the face. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm the star around here, and you're not gonna take my thunder. And then, after that little scene happened, Carl took her into, the boss lady's office, and then, took off her handcuffs so she could, meet her new boss. And this lady had to be in, late 30s, very attractive, and she sized Megan up, and she's like, alright, I'm gonna need you to take off your clothes and do a little spin so I see what I'm working with. So she did, and as she was, undressing, she heard, noises coming from the bathroom inside the office. And she's like, is there somebody in here? And the boss lady is like, yeah, that's the girl I want you to kill for me. I want you guys to fight till the death. And Megan, without really thinking, she's like, LOL, okay. Totally, I'll do that for you.